Good day everyone. So our topic for today is about the educational system of the Philippines in comparison to the educational system of Canada. So before I will start, may I introduce to you my group members, and they are Abakan Rosalinda, Venus Salimbay, Melly Jane Lunday, and Renalyn Bulataw. So these are the objectives. This lesson may help the students to understand the different best practices of each country, which is the Philippines and the Canada, their funding, and the support of other education systems. So, we will start about the best practices of Canada. So, the educational system in Canada strives to provide and to facilitate a wide range of experiences and opportunities. So sabi dito, curriculum development in Canada is a dynamic process. So pag sinabi nating dynamic, pabago-bago yung kanilang estratehiya ng kanilang pagtuturo. And curriculum documents are constantly updated to incorporate current theory and tested best practices. So, makikita naman natin na isa sa mayamang bansa ang Canada. So, kilala sila doon, which is may kakayahan silang mag-provide ng mga advanced technologies and instructional materials na magagamit nila sa kanilang pagtuturo. So, the Canadian curriculum employs a variety of strategies and models for teaching. A feature of Canadian curriculum is an attempt to ensure relevance of the learning to the students so that the students will make connection and find their learning meaningful. So dito, example na lang sa mga research activity natin. So makikita natin na siguro sa Canada, na advanced sila doon, madaming technology na magagamit, madaming instructional materials na magagamit ng mga teachers. So, nililet nila yung students to experience the activities para mas malaman nilang maigi yung kanilang pinag-aaralan. And sabi nga natin, our experience is the best teacher. So, dito natin makikita na sa kanilang estratehiya pa lang, mas lamang na talaga yung Canada versus the Philippines. So, next, the Canadian curriculum is based on making connections, constructing knowledge by building on prior knowledge, and involving students in meaningful tasks that relate to the real life. So, dito, gaya na lang ng sinabi ko kanina, pag-research activity siguro, hands-on sila kasi nga sa mga advanced technology na kanilang ginagamit kumpara sa atin na iilan pa lang yung mga connectivity natin gaya ng computers, iilan pa lang din lalo na sa connection natin sa network mahina dito sa Philippines. So, dito pa lang mas lamang na talaga ang Canada. Then, acquire higher level thinking skills such as inference prediction, analysis, and critical thinking. So, mas advanced sila, mas high yung level ng kanilang skills kumpara sa Pilipinas. With the use of critical thinking strategies, students develop skills such as reasoning, questioning, and investigating, observing and describing, comparing and connecting, finding complexity and exploring viewpoints. So, siguro sa Canada, diba, magagaling yung kanilang estudyante. More on observing and describing sila. Kasi nililet ng teacher nila na sila yung mag-hands-on na gumamit ng mga technologies. Sila yung nililet ng teacher nila na ma-experience nila yung mga activity nila hindi gaya dito sa Pilipinas na more on paperwork tayo, then hindi nila nililet na tayong mga estudyante dapat yung gumagawa. dapat yung teacher, siya lang yung nagbibigay ng activity, then she or he let her students to experience kung paano niya nakuha yung kanyang sagot, or nililet ng teacher na ma-explore ng students and to understand paano nangyari yung kanyang sinagot. Then, these skills help students to make connection and to make sense of and be able to use what they have learned. So, dito, yung experience ng students nila doon is nagagamit nila sa kanilang pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. Then, the problem solving requires higher level thinking skills to reach a desired outcome or goal or recognize a path to solution. So, problem solving is an important element of all content areas in the Canadian curriculum. So, educators believe that all students can learn in Canada. There is a conclusion of all learners in the classroom. To accommodate the philosophy of inclusion of all students with all learning needs, differentiated instruction is used by Canadian teachers. So, nakakapanibago lang na dito sa Pilipinas, ang daming pagkukulang talaga, ang daming kulang. Kaya, more on, mahina yung mga estudyante natin. Tapos, kulang kasi sila sa kagamitan. Kumpara sa Canada na ang daming mga advanced technologies na nagagamit for teaching. Then, it recognizes that there are many ways to reach student learning outcomes, and that each student needs a unique mixture of basic instruction and practice to reach his or her potential. So, ang dami namang ways ng teaching strategies na dapat ina-accommodate ng mga teachers, gaya na lamang ngayon sa ating pamumuhay. Diba, pandemic ngayon. So, ano yung ginagamit nating way of teaching? Diba, online tayo. So, pasalamat tayo kasi kaya we are thankful pa din kahit na ganito yung sitwasyon natin ngayon na pandemic. At least nakakasabay pa rin yung Pilipinas sa ibang bansa kahit na mas lamang sila or mas advanced sila sa mga technologies na nagagamit sa pagtuturo. So next is, teachers in Canada understand that children develop differently. So totoo naman ito. May mga pagkakaiba tayong mga estudyante. So, pasalamat tayo kasi may mga teachers tayo na ganito, yung naiintindihan nila yung yung pagkakaiba ng mga estratehiya ng kanilang estudyante. So, siguro sa Canada, maganda yung way of teaching nila kasi ganito yung mga teachers, may mga teachers na naiintindihan yung pagkakaiba ng kanilang mga estudyante. They make sure that the students have experience that support their physical, emotional, social, cognitive, and linguistic development. So, napakasaya siguro na mag-aral sa Canada kasi may ganitong teacher na supportive sa kanila, yung nakakaintindi sa kanilang mga pagkukulang, their weaknesses, and of course, their different strategies in learning. And that's all. Thank you. Then let's listen to Ms. Rosalina.
The Canadian curriculum promotes active rather than passive learning. Teachers provide students with a variety of activities to pursue an educational goal. Students have time to process the information and make sense of it. Teachers use also a variety of resources, visuals, music, and manipulative government of Newfoundland and Labrador. In this paragraph, Teachers don't just stand there and teach students in a room. They go out and perform activities outside so that students won't be bored doing nothing. They perform healthy activities leadership. Teachers in Canada engage students by modeling and interacting with children. They are encouraged to build trusting relationships with children. This trust leads children to be intellectual risk takers, knowing that their ideas and discussion will be valued. In this paragraph, teachers don't just consider their students as a mere child to whom they happen to teach, but engages him or her like how someone would treat her or his family. Teachers consider this student as a family, protects him or her from any bad influence, and because of that, students began to make a close relationship with their teachers. Knowledge is created through collaboration. Students in Canada often work in partners or in groups to help students learn how to work in groups effectively. Teachers scaffold skills such as consensus building, effective communication, and the ability to critique. Educators teach and assess collaboration, a critical 21st century. Students learn new ideas and gain knowledge by performing in a group and sharing one's idea and belief. Students in Canada are encouraged to become independent learners and to take responsibility for their learning. Students learn to reflect on their work and set goals to enhance or move their learning forward. They are given the opportunity to make choices in their learning. For example, students may have choice in the strategies they use to reach a goal. Students learn to make this learning. The students encouraged to become independent so that they can set a goal and make a plan on how to face the future problem. In Canada, assessment informs learning. Canadians regard assessment as having three purposes: assessment of learning, for learning, and as learning. In this paragraph, they are teaching the three purposes of assessment, as to which they should always remember when encountering any problems. Teachers gather assessment information continuously to provide students with ongoing feedback and to inform their own teaching. They use authentic assessment strategies with a variety of assessment tools to ensure that students can demonstrate their learning. In this paragraph, teachers always make assessment and takes any action supplies they need in order for them to show what they could do in school or even in any programs held in the school. The assessment for an end of learning is an international movement. Across Canada, this philosophy is embedded in the Western and Northern Protocol for Collaboration in Education, which attempts to guide best practices of assessment in Canadian classroom. In this paragraph, these beliefs and methods of doing things in a right and well-planned manner is taught throughout generation in order to properly guide students and help them set a goal for themselves. A critical component of the Canadian methodology is to provide purpose for the work of the students. Instructional strategies will often culminate in products or performances to share with an audience. Stingins in 1994, students are encouraged to develop products that challenge existing ideas and produce paragraph. Students are taught to be open-minded, gain new abilities and ideas, and even making new things that are still not invented, or opening a new method on how to solve things and encounter them. Thank you.